With its lush green landscape and ponds teeming with life, it can be easy to forget that the Weston Family Quarry Gardens behind the Evergreen Brickworks was once the noisy, rocky center of the Don Valley Brickworks. For over 100 years, it was this 40-acre quarry that supplied the clay and shale that they used to make their bricks. It was blasted out by dynamite and it was dug out by steam shovel. The Don Valley was once farmland. In 1882, a farmer by the name of William Taylor was sinking a post hole here on his land. He dug down through a thick, heavy clay. He mixed this with water from the mud creek, sent it off to a local kiln where it was test fired, and sure enough, it came up a deep, beautiful red, very popular with Victorian builders. In 1889, the three Taylor brothers launched the Don Valley Pressed Brickworks. In 1901, the Taylor brothers faced some financial difficulties, and the brickyards passed into the hands of their brother-in-law, Robert Davies, who owned the mortgage on this property. It was under Davies' proprietorship that the name changed to the Don Valley Brickworks. Clay, shale, sand, and water. The materials that came out of this quarry literally helped build the city of Toronto. In 1904, for instance, there was a massive fire downtown that destroyed most of what is now the central business district. The building codes after this changed, requiring that buildings be built of less flammable materials. Bricks were an obvious and available choice. The Don Valley Brickworks was suddenly very busy. The Don Valley Brickworks produced a wide variety of bricks, as well as various kiln-fired clay products that went into the making of several key Toronto landmarks. Some of these include Toronto's Massey Hall, Casa Loma, and even as far afield as Montreal with the Acadia Apartments, and Moncton and Winnipeg in the T. Eaton buildings. The Don Valley Brickworks Company thrived. At the height of production, 114,000 bricks were produced here every day. These included a wide variety of shape, color, and texture. There were over 10 shades of red brick alone. There were also buff bricks and terracotta bricks, white and mottled bricks, cream and black, pale mottled yellow, glazed bricks, and more. The company also produced many angled and shaped bricks for specific purposes. Illustrations from old catalogs reveal beautiful ornamental bricks with gorgeous molded edges. In 1984, the Don Valley Brickworks closed. The raw materials necessary for brick production were all tapped out. This left behind a rather heavy industrial footprint, 16 industrial buildings, a damaged floodplain ecosystem, and contaminated soil. In the late 1980s, this land was expropriated by the City of Toronto and the Toronto and Region Conservation Authority, with key support led by citizens including Friends of the Valley, geologists from the University of Toronto, and the Province of Ontario. Throughout the 1990s, this abandoned factory became a playground for urban explorers, with such illicit activities as all-night parties, raves, even the occasional pig roast. You can see evidence of this era on the walls of this once abandoned brick factory. The blank walls became a canvas for local and international graffiti artists. Graffiti is part of the unique story of this place. In the mid-1990s, the city and the Toronto and Region Conservation Authority raised approximately $6 million to convert the site's quarry into a park and natural area. This was supported by a generous donation from the Weston Foundation. In 2002, Evergreen began exploring ideas that are now taking place here at this environmental center. In 2006, the first Evergreen Farmers Market and summer programming opened for the public. On a cold, clear December morning in 2008, groundbreaking was celebrated and construction began. And in 2010, Evergreen Brickworks opened to the public. At this community environmental center, Evergreen offers a range of programs that inspire action to green cities, driven by the belief that people have the power to enact change and improve the health of our cities, now and for the future. The story of this place is the story of change.